Hey guys, Epic World's PCG. Today I'll be showing you what are PCGs. So if you don't know what PCGs are, hence that you're clicking on this video, they're basically games that don't use any mechanics or anything. You just have you as the player and a PCG master or the game master or however you want to call them. And your PCG master creates an adventure with you using screens like in computer games. And you have to say what you want to do. You could either roll a dice and see what happens, which most PCGs traditionally don't have. You basically just say what you want to do, and if your PCG master thinks it makes sense, then that happens. You can also fight monsters. Like, let's say I was fighting that guy, and I was right here. I'll just use a dice. And I said, I want to punch him in the face. Well, your PCG master could say, well, where do you punch him? And if you say, I punch him in the eye, that could do double damage. Or if you say you punch him in the face, he could have a helmet or something. So there's many different things that could happen. There's also puzzles and just exploring the PCG worlds. Other PCGs are based off of popular video games. I made a Plants vs. Zombies, but I added my own twist. Plants vs. Techno Zombies. It's basically the same thing. We use paper cutouts for miniatures, like these guys, and you print them out because these will be on the PCG shop, where you can print out other people's PCGs and play them. What's also really cool is there's paper computer game add-ons, so you can play this game aside with this one, where if you find coins in the game, or if your PCG master just says, okay, I'm going to give you 5 coins to spend in the shop to buy equipment. And there's many different things you could buy in the shop, from equipment to weapons. You could buy a basic bow or something to use in those PCGs. You totally don't have to use them. They're just optional. Another optional thing is having a player sheet. I personally think these are really fun because it allows the player to just feel more connected, knowing that they created the player. And of course, inventory, because you will need to write down what items you get in the paper computer game so you can use them in the future. So this is kind of like a double video. I'm also going to be showing you this new PCG I made, and I'll have a more in-depth review. So I'm just going to skip this screen because it's kind of complicated. But on the screens, each screen is a different challenge. You could either be fighting a monster, you could be doing a puzzle, or you could do a little bit of each, or just exploring the world. So in this one, you have to unlock this door. Now, if you notice, this door is connected to a wire, and there's 3 boxes, and you notice that there's these puzzle piece type things. So your player would say, okay, I'm going to put the three boxes, I'm going to put P there, C there, and G there. It stands for PCG. And your PCG master says, okay, that makes sense, and it opens the door. Now your player is in here. And you could say, well, what do you do? And you could say, oh, I take one of the blocks from the previous room and chuck it at him. And then the PCG master could say, okay, you chuck it at the guy and he falls down and he drops a key. And you notice there's a door right there, and you unlock the door with a key. And so for this page, it's more complex. So you could either, and also if you die in the paper computer games, there isn't really any consequence. You just say save game, and you go back to where you died, and you can redo it. Other PCGs, it's all up to your PCG master. He could say you can only have 3 lives, and every time you die, you lose a life, and once you lose all your lives, then you're done with the PCG. But that's a little harsh, and it's just really up to you. So you could say, okay, I take one of the bricks that I got from the previous screen, and I throw it at that guy, and then I charge the other one and punch him. Well, your PCG master could say, okay, so where do you punch him? You could say in the eye. Okay, he falls down. And then you also got to be very observant as a player. If you didn't observe, that's a tent and there's a bow in there. Now you can, if you see that bow, you can take it and add it to your inventory. Also, there's kind of non-player characters in the game that will help you along your journey. This guy, if you untie him, his name is Nugget, and he will follow you, and that's a bird that you can untie and ride on. Now this screen is actually pretty complex just because it's kind of a higher level PCG. Now, how you would get past this, If you want to play this PCG, don't watch this part, but because I will be spoiling it. But basically, your character could just like take these wood block planks, place them to finish the bridge, and then walk across. So there's more than just puzzles and stuff. There's also other things. Now to the next page. You have to somehow get over this wall, whether it's using a rope from the Mercado shop, or somehow convincing your bird to jump over, or just like teamwork with the non-player character you just got. And then once you get past the wall, then you have like these characters, and you can use miniatures or anything you want. And your PCG master always controls the monsters, and you usually control the non-player characters you have and your character, of course. And there isn't really any sequence of turns. What my PCG group usually does is your player gets 2 turns, and then these guys get 1 turn, the monsters. So yeah, I will be doing a PCG Master's Guide of this PCG in the future. This was kind of just for the video purpose of what is a PCG. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys to understand what are paper computer games, and I really like them, so I really hope you guys take something out of this video and go make your own. And yeah, so thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.